Hello, hello, welcome. Happy Trendy Thursday. Here we go. Hello. It is Thursday, January 22nd. It is Thursday. I feel like every week I'm like, is it Thursday? I can never remember. Anyway, oh, I forgot to have my thing presenting. Good morning. I hope it's a beautiful, wonderful, happy day for you. It was a surprisingly uneventful day. Usually, most of my mornings are rather eventful because I'm the only person in my state who knows how to drive. I don't know, but I don't know if everyone feels that way about their driving skills. But I am, the resident only person who can drive. And it's a little like calm before the storm right now. Oop, um, it's a little calm before the storm right now because oh, okay, I'm gonna put that right there. Because there's a whole bunch of storms coming this weekend throughout most of the country, it sounds like. But outside right now, it's really, really foggy. It's really foggy because it gets a little bit warm, but it's not actually warm. It's like 50 right now, so it's like warmer, but it's not actually warm. You know, uh, yeah. So what I was thinking we would do today was I have it on my list, V-Day V-Day shadow matching, and I realized that I don't have the Valentine's Day shadow matching that I thought I did. I realized that within a minute of going live. So we're gonna do it with I think Zoo Shapes is the one that I picked out. Yep, Zoo Outlines because I couldn't find it. So so forgive me that this is going to be, we're just going to pretend that these are hearts. All right, we're just going to pretend because I haven't bought that one yet, but I will because it's my favorite clip artist. So don't worry, do not worry about that. All right, so let us start our day. And oh, you know what, I like this, but I want to see if there's better ones like this birdie. Okay. All right. So let's get started. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments on YouTube or on Facebook. I will be here. Let me open up my Facebook because I feel like I don't actually have it open. I don't know what that means, but that's fine. Okay. So there we go. We have it open now. Now, oh, what happened here? What happened here? Okay. There we go. Okay, so let's get started. Actually, oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I forgot to show you the keywords. So my whole business is built around my FAST framework. So you find keywords, you add new, you find a template, and then you create, and then you sell it and list it, and then you turn the loop again, right? So we decide on a keyword, we use templates, list, and repeat, repeat, repeat. So that is my fast loop system. Actually, I usually have notes right here, but I moved them because I had a coaching call yesterday uh, about my fast loop system. Okay, here's my notes. My notes. I find that I perform better with notes, even though we've been fine. So find keywords, assemble with templates, sell, which is create and list, and then turn the loop. So we're gonna find keywords. We're gonna make a little list of the keywords that we like. We're gonna decide on which keyword we like, and then we're going to find a template, open and add our own stuff, sell, package it up and list it, and all that good stuff. And then we will turn the loop again. So that is my fast loop system. And that's how I do Trendy Thursday every week. So what we are going to do this week is, what we're going to do this week is we're going to find the keywords. And I'll be honest, I'm not positive that we're going to find the keyword today because I didn't look for it. So, uh, on Teachers Pay Teachers, when you click on the search bar, it drops down what people are searching for at that time. So right now, people are looking for Martin Luther King Jr. because today is the 22nd. Martin Luther King Jr. Day is next week. I feel like it's always the 15th, but I guess that's just in my brain. Anyway, so people are preparing for that. There's probably not going to, or no, it was on Monday. I'm sorry. I was like, there's probably not even going to be school on Monday because there's snow. But so yeah, Martin Luther King Day was last week. I'm so sorry. On Monday. It was a few days ago. That's why this week is so crazy because all we had was Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I had a 3-day week instead of a 4-day week. Um, so people are searching for that right now. People are searching for Valentine's Day because that's within a month. So we'll start ramping up those Valentine's Day products starting today. We're actually ramping up our Valentine's Day products. And then MLK, Martin Luther King, 100th day of school. If you have anything for younger kids, like within elementary school, anything within elementary school, they celebrate the 100th day of school. It's primarily the primary grades. It's primarily, kindergarten, maybe first grade, second grade. I've seen 101st day of school things where they do like Dalmatians, and I think that that's the cutest thing ever. Um, so yeah, 100th day of school. Usually, what they do with that is they do like 100 of something. So if you have any like writing prompts, like what would I do with 100, whatever, or like I have like I don't know. I don't have any 100th day of school things, but that's a fun one that we can kind of dive into and build things around. It's like a fun like only school holiday, like you only have that like on Teachers Pay Teachers or on like schools. So I love 100th day school things. But anyway, so we are here for Valentine's Day and we're gonna do shadow matching. So I'm just gonna type in shadow and see if we find anything. Oops, shadow matching. Okay, so we can do shadow match and see if anything else comes up. Okay, so shadow match or shadow matching. Let's see if we have any Valentine's matching. So there's Valentine's Day matching. There's a lot of Valentine's Day math. If you have any Valentine's Day math, that might be a good idea. But yeah, so there's those. So what I would do for this is I would do Valentine's Day matching, and I would also do shadow matching as my keywords, and I would just make sure that both are in my title somewhere. So they don't have shadow matching, but I mostly want to do this for like fine motor. So you can also do that Valentine's Day fine motor or file folder. That would be fun too. Oh, that would be fun. So like Valentine's Day fine motor. This is part of a bundle that I'm growing right now is like mostly with like these kind of clip arts, like having like a cutting, having pin poking and dough and outlines. So I'm trying to find a way to use all of her clip art because I love it. And so basically what we're doing here is um, finding a way to use this clip art. And I just noticed that there's a comment. It didn't show up over here. It showed up over here though. I got a notification that Rainbow Sprinkle Sparkles had Rainbow Sprinkle Studio. There we go. Has a 20% sale, and I'm sitting on my hands. So I shouldn't go over and look at what she has right now. I think I have something in my. Oh no, I have this one in my cart right now. If you go to your inbox, she usually emails. But I get her emails. So I saw that as well last night. Rainbow Sprinkle Studio. Um, she has great clip art. I always like to look at their most recent to see what I like. I think I have this in like the actual her actual clip art or her bundle because I buy bundles. I have this bundle, and I'm pretty sure I have this bundle as well. So there's not really anything she's come out with recently that I haven't already grabbed. I like this gingerbread man. The run, run as fast as you can. That's fun. Anyway, yeah, so I have this one. I have this one. I love it. I just love Club Art. I already have these in different bundles, so there's no reason for me to buy them again. But I did think about it. Um, oh, I just love Club Art so much. It makes me so happy. Listen, Beth, you don't need that. Another thing that I've been really enjoying. So, like, there's this one, like the Santa beards. Another clip artist came out with these big shapes that are empty like this. I can't remember who it was, but I bought it. And oops, no, not the easel. Um, trying to decide things to do with that because, like, all I do is all I do is do silly things with clip art. Let's see, nursery rhymes, superheroes, or was it? I don't remember. It's fine. Oh, that's fine too. And all these. I had to grab all of these. Oh, okay. You're just gonna have to leave me. I can't remember who it was. It was like the empty shade. Like she just updated it. That's what it was. I could do that. Um, Blank Spaces. That's what it's called. She just came out with Valentine's Day, and I feel so drawn to this clip art. Like, there's so many fun things we could do here. I think we did something with this guy last month, so I feel like I shouldn't just keep doing. I shouldn't just keep using the same clip art. But it's not the same clip art because it's Valentine's Day now. Anyway, we need to stop. We need to stop. We should not be here right now. All right, so Valentine's Day, matching, shadow matching is another one, and then it was like V-Day, fine motor. Fine motor. Those are the keywords we're going for here. I'm trying to make a huge bundle to use all my fine motor things. Mostly because here's the thing, I buy so much clip art. I buy so much clip art. I need to use it. Like, Beth, get your clip art. Right? Yeah. Right. Right. Exactly. So, um, we're gonna stop. We're gonna stop, Beth. We're gonna stop. All right. So, I made it this way, but I wanted it to be the other way. So we're going to close this. I'm not going to save it. So what I always do to start out is I grab it looks like I haven't done anything in a long time, but I've been using my computer downstairs, which apparently is not the same as this computer. I promise I have been working. All right, so let's do like 13, 30. Okay, so um, when we start our PowerPoint for this, what I always like to do first is I like to put it in a correct way. So you just go over to the design tab and you can come over here and change the slide size. And then you can come over here and you can save that as your current theme. I like to change the slide size. I like to do this variance right here. If you click it, it has colors, fonts. I like to change all of that. So I have two fonts that I really like. Which on here I like, there's a free set that I really like. And then on Canva, I have a set that I really like. I actually have, so you can see it behind me. Hold on. You can see it behind me. I have my ceiling starts really low and it like goes up. So my ceiling is like right here. And so what I do with that information is I have Post-it notes everywhere with all of my things. So I have one for like, I have a blog post SEO checklist. I have something about adding value and like, core subjects I want to work on, like alphabet and zoo and jungle and like that. And then I have my Canva fonts so that I always know what my Canva fonts are, even if I'm in like a different like place or if like anytime I want to talk about it. So I put it there, and then I have like on Trendy Thursday I use StreamYard and Facebook Live, and then over here I have a thing that's like Raptive because that's where I'm trying to go with my blog. And then I have this beautiful set of pictures I took of Brandon when we were first married in South Carolina. He's playing with a soccer ball. He's living his best life. So I have him there. And so I just have all these things to remind me. And so I know my Canva fonts, even when I'm not on Canva. I use Bobby Jones because I like that one, and apricots, or intro script as my subheader, and then my paragraph is always Sniglet. So I always have those so that I can remember, because people always ask me about Canva fonts and free fonts. So I have that on a post note. I also have my tone for when I'm talking with Chatty, which is friendly, conversational, approachable, and enthusiastic, which I feel like is very like me. So anyway, my entire like workplace is just things to help me remember things. So I very much love fonts, and I like having that information available for me. I don't know where I was going with that. Basically, to tell you, if you have, you can change your fonts here to have favorites and then colors. You can have here, and then you come here and you save it. All right. I'm going to change that. We're just going to go to 1630 instead. Okay. Okay. All right. So now that we're here, what I always like to do when I start a worksheet type is I go up to rectangle and I make a rectangle. That's the whole page. So you might be like, I don't want my rectangle to look like this. It looks ridiculous. I want it to be white. So you can change it here, right here in shape format, or you can change it in home, I think. Yeah, you can change it right here. I just like shape format because I like to look at things. So the shape outline is black, and then I always make the shape outline weight 3. And if you don't like that, you can also right click on it and you can go to format shape, come here, and you can change the fill and the line right here, which is one of my favorites. Okay, so we do that. That is to outline the paper. And then what I do is I just right click and I set as my default shape. So this way, anytime I make a shape, it has that black and white that I like. So we have this, and now I hold Control and Shift. I'm on a PC, on a Mac. I believe it's the little thing that looks like a command. Command, I think it is. Command, Shift. Same idea. Same. It's just different. And you just make it a little bit smaller. So you hold those two buttons and you make it a little smaller. So that way it's the same dimensions as the page, but you make it a little bit smaller. So now you have a little border that's super easy to work on. So what I was thinking we would do with this, I had a few ideas. Let me grab my clip art really quick. I had a few ideas about what we were doing. Da, 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 da. Then I can delete this, and I can open this, and then sorry, we'll put it right here. Okay, then we open it up. Oh, okay, all right. We open it up, and then I would do color, and then you can see it all. There's the cute little things. So what I was thinking we would do is like, okay, here's my thoughts. So we're going to take 4 things, beep, and then boop. We're going to take these 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I grab all 4, and then I hold Control and Shift, and I just make them smaller. So what you're going to do is you're going to have this guy here, and you can move them. It doesn't have to be specific, although I probably would make it specific. This one I don't like that it's that big, so I'd make it a little bit smaller. I have these guidelines that show me like the middle of the page and then this guideline to show me this middle. I would just make them smaller than that, I guess. Hold control. I always hold control when I reshape things so that it radiates size. Um, so I would do something like this. And say something like, we could even do the outline of it too. We could have them. No, I don't like the outline actually. Ah. And then we would do like a shadow. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. We would take this and change this to be a table. Listen, I'm gonna just do things. We're gonna talk about it after. Okay, so I would make it the whole page and then do the Control Shift again and make it about the same size as the thing we just had. There we go, about the same size as this, and then have them be the borders 3 black, and then go to, oh gosh, all borders, and then the shading is white. All right, and then I would just take this and I would right click and I would send to back, and then I would grab this guy that's in the front and just delete it. And then I would have these guys, put them like in a spot where they can easily have something on top, and do something like maybe like, okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna replace this. Just hear me out. Just hear me out. We're gonna replace this with the giraffe, and then this one with the rhinoceros, and this one with the little penguin, and this one with the little elephant. Okay. So cute. All right. So what we want them to do is I want them to cut out these and put them with the other one. So maybe we could have like a text box here. Oh, not like that. Don't be weird. Gosh. Okay. It's like cut out the animals. Oh, maybe give them a little more space in this. But what I would do with this is I would make sure that this is like a super kid-friendly font. So I would actually just go over here to my design tab and I would change my fonts to the weekdays one. And I would change this to cut out the animal. Maybe I would do like animal shapes. Right? And then I would make it a little bit bigger. And I mean, that's a good size. It doesn't really matter. And you can move these around. They don't have to be like this. Like you can move the shapes. And then for here, I would say like, I don't know. Like, match the animal to its shadow. Or something. Something like that. That looks good. It's a good start. There you go. Match the animal to its shadow. And I'd probably make this like a thinner font, like a. I like Stanford Biography because I bought it. And another one that I have a lot of, I like this adorable font, but I don't think it's a very good kid-friendly font. Another one that's a good one is, and I encourage you to find fonts that you like. I talk about this all the time with my like header, subheader, and paragraph font. On for me, I really like Century Gothic is a great paragraph font. Another header that I like these like um, KG Red Hands is a good one. Let's see that you can use as a font. There we go. It's a good, easy, kid-friendly font. I also bought the like lifetime deal of the K. Don't watch this, Brandon. I bought the lifetime of KA fonts, and I like those for certain things too. Like, there's lots of ideas. There's lots of like teacher notes is a cute one. Look how cute that is. Match the animal to its shadow, and then they can see, and it's adorable. Um, I like when I'm creating products, I like to have my main three, like my header font, my subheader, and my paragraph font. So like I don't have to make that decision. And for me on PowerPoint, I usually have those be my theme fonts. So the heading is KA weekdays, and then the I don't use it for my body, but I use it for my subheader is honeycomb. And then my paragraph font, I always know what that is. That never changes. It's always Century Gothic. So I would use Century Gothic in this Century Gothic. It's like super basic, easy font. Um, so you always have like the same. What I like to do is always have the same paragraph font, and then I can change up the heading and subheading. I like to change it up for like pins and things. I really try hard to keep my like shop images the same general fonts for my header and my subheader, but I'm kind of revamping. So like like try to have like a brand that you're known for, and then on things like Pinterest or even social media you can go wild. You can do whatever you want, really. So I bought this giant font bundle so that I can do what I want, and still maintain my normal with my products, if that makes sense. So I can go make pins that are like ridiculous. Like, let me show you a pin that I made recently. I know this is. I didn't take my anything this morning, so you're getting the full experience of Beth. Uh, this is just seeing the things I do sometimes, it just makes me laugh. So I have a lot of heart-shaped crafts, and one one of them is like a puppy, and so I have like 5 pin templates, and then I just like I cycle through all the fonts. So I have like a font that's like this ridiculous, and it's like slanted, and it's just ridiculous. So like this this one too. So funny. It's just so funny. Anyway, so that's what I do with my pins. So I get out all my happy, fun, font joy there, so that when I'm making my products, I can simmer it down and stay with normal fonts like Century Gothic. All right, so here we go. We have our thing. You just Control D to duplicate it, and then we just move it on over. I like to make sure that they're about the same. So we just go over here to align. We align at the top, and then we duplicate. We bring it on down here, and we align to the top, and it's about the same. There you go. Match the animal to the shadow. There you go. And then that's pretty much it. So I would just like take these, and I would just duplicate this and do the next few, and then do some more. I would just The main thing here is that like I would even do this one first. I would like duplicate this, and then I would change all of these. I'd grab all of them and then go over to Power Pack and give me a second, add images, replace with images, and then you add images from here. paste. And then what did we have? We had so I would do the alligator, we did the giraffe, we didn't do the hippo, we didn't do the koala, and we didn't do the lion. So I would just pick those four and then open and then okay. And then there you go. So you just have to like redo the shape and then make it a little bit bigger. That one is actually kind of perfect. And then I would just copy this right here and then duplicate this and just grab and delete this, paste this in, right click, send to back. Super easy. And then you grab all of these texts right here and you just delete them. And then you grab this guy, cut out all the animal shapes, and then you're going to replace these each with their color things. So this one was the hippo, and this one is the koala. The main thing is you want it to be the same size. So when they cut it out, it still works. And you don't have to like move things around. You don't have to do any of that. But I just like to. You could even like switch things. Have this guy here. And there you go. Cut out the animal shapes and then match them with the shadows. So that's that. Easy peasy. And then, as always, put your name down here. So I would just grab a text box and put copyright Beth and April. And I would make that a nice, super easy easy to read font. There you go. Beth and April. And then I would copy. You could probably just use like Power Pack and copy all the slides. Where is it? Copy to slides. Okay. And then it copies it to all the slides. And then there you go. It's up to you. But yeah, there you go. Easy peasy. Easy day. I want to switch these guys though so that they make a little more sense. Maybe have this guy down here. And then this guy. This did nothing to help. All right. Sure, Beth. That's better. Good work. You switched them completely. Anyway, so that's what I would do. That's my idea for you. Don't forget to add your name. Oh yeah, there I did. Okay, didn't forget. All right. So that is basically what I have for you, friends. Yeah. So again, this would be imagining that these are Valentine's Day, which I guess you could kind of make it into Valentine's Day by just adding hearts everywhere. It's up to you, girl. I don't this is not my product. This is your product, so you do what you want, right? So for this I would do shadow matching and then like fine motor, like Valentine's Day fine motor and Valentine's Day matching. Maybe even like shapes matching. Let's find out. Hold on. Teachers, Bay teachers. Shape matching. Snowman shape matching. I wonder if it has to be the shape in order for it to, yeah, like it has to be like the actual shapes instead. Same idea, but you would use shapes instead of these are so stinking cute. Look at all buttons. I love it. Okay. This is not. Oh, and you know what? They're file folder games. So you can do the file folder. That was on the file folder games. It's cool. For example. And I love that they have like the little file folder. That's cute. Okay. Anyway, that's what I would look at fine motors. I would look at, and you could, this could be a file folder game as well. You could put the animals on one side, and then you could put like the what are these called? Shadows. You can put the shadows in like the middle part of it. You just have to make sure they're the same size. Easy peasy. Easy day. Easy day. All right. So that is our presentation for the day. Easy and quick. If you would like to have templates for creating your sales images, your description, and your previews, I have templates for you inside the membership. I also have them in a freebie, which I actually linked below today. I'm so proud of myself. We did great. All right, so that's all for me. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Happy Thursday. I hope you have a good weekend. I hope you're safe. I know there's going to be crazy snow for like all of the country. We have somewhere between 1 and 12 inches of snow coming this weekend. Nobody can decide. And it looks like it's because the storm is a little crazy, so you never know. So I imagine my kids will be home from school on Monday because it's going to snow on Saturday. And if it snows on Saturday, then it'll probably be here until like May. So we'll probably, just kidding. I live in Tennessee. It'll be here for like 5 days. But people are like, it's going to be the worst snowstorm ever. So I'm a little nervous about, I'm a little nervous. We go shopping on Friday. I'm worried that there's not going to be any bread or bagels because we're almost out of bagels because all my kids want bagels this week. So they've been eating all of my bagels. Anyway, say a prayer for the bread that I want to buy this week. I don't know that there's going to be any because they're expecting snow, which means everybody's got to go buy their bread and milk. And hopefully they don't buy the bread I like. Oh, anyway, have a beautiful day. And I will see you guys on Tuesday for Design Tips and Giggles with Pam. All right. Bye.